Welcome to the Solar Reflections for the full moon in Capricorn, June 24th. So it's midway through the year and it's summertime. The sun is in Cancer and the moon is in the opposite sign, reflecting the light back from Capricorn. I thought I'd share from my front porch because as I sat out here and watched the hummingbirds on the honeysuckle bush here, which I'm sorry you can't see, it inspired me to think that that's what Cancer Capricorn energies are like. Cancer is the honeysuckle bush that provides the sweet nourishment that we need in life. It is the energy of home. Cancer is the inner world. It's our inner personal lives. It's where we are at home. It's where we belong. It's where we find comfort and security. While Capricorn is the hummingbird. It's where we separate out, where we branch out away from our roots, go out into the world, and work hard for what we want. Hummingbirds are the hardworking creatures that go after what they want. And in doing so, it's a win-win for the world around them. So we have home and work, inner life, outer life. And so you're going to want to go back and look at what happened at the new moon in January, the beginning of the year. The new moon in Capricorn happened January 13th. And you can go back and see the playlist for your horoscopes to see where your chart has been activated, where it's being activated again now. And give yourself a little time to reflect on that. That's what this time is for. Full moons are naturally a time to reflect, just like the light that's being reflected from the sun, on where you're at. Where are you in relation to your aspirations that you set at the beginning of the year? What's transpired since then? And what do you need to do in order to achieve the goals that you set out for yourself? This full moon is really speaking to a sense of belonging and separation. It's piggybacking the eclipse energy that we just came out of 2 weeks ago. Also, alongside the second alignment of Saturn and Uranus. So this energy between Saturn and Uranus, these two planets have been squaring off all year. They came together again in another battle on the eclipse 2 weeks ago. And those two planets are like irreconcilable differences. Saturn is restriction, Uranus is freedom. So we have this push and pull between wanting to be free and being restricted. And then we are also entering into retrograde season. Retrograde season is a time where the planets slow down. Now the moon, this is important because the moon is the satellite of the planets. All this cotton flying around, you can probably see it. But the moon is the satellite of the planets, and it transmits the energy from everything that it comes in contact with. It's the only thing that contacts all of the planets. So it's reflecting back the light of the sun through Cancer, which is nourishment and home and inner life. Cancer is ruled by the moon. And the moon is now in Capricorn, which is the opposite energy. It's not comfortable in Capricorn at all. It's outside of its comfort zone. And when you're outside of your comfort zone, that's the only place that you can really stretch and reach full potential. So this full moon is really speaking to what you need to feel secure in this life and how you can balance needing to strive for and provide your own sense of security. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Squaring energy between Saturn and Uranus brought in a ton of anxiety. There's all this anxious energy in the air, and this full moon is really asking you to shake it off. Let it go. And remember that you came into this life with every resource that you need to provide security for yourself. You have the power. That's what Capricorn speaks to. You have the power to provide for yourself. It's also a time to realign. So take this time to really Again, think about where you're at in regards to your aspirations for the year. With all of the planets retrograding right now, when they retrograde, it just means that they slow down in order for you to everything. It means rewinding, reviewing, reconsidering, revising, rehashing, and receiving. You're going to receive revelations and realizations that are going to help you grow and realign with your soul. That's what this is about. You really need to find balance between your spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical body here. So regroup your inner and outer world. Are home and work in balance? And if they're not, what needs to be revised? Settle your energies and shake off the insecurities that this ever-changing world are throwing at us. Check out the playlist and the description box below to see your horoscopes from January, to find out what part of your chart's being triggered with this full moon in Capricorn, and to see where you're at in alignment with your goals that you set back then. We're halfway, we're midpoint here. You have the next 6 months to align and finish out these goals. So tune into that, and thank you so much for tuning in and watching.